Hello, this is Mr. Painter with another fabulous IXL tutorial. Today we're working on IXL G.1, right fractions in lowest terms. All right, before we get started, the easiest way to figure out how to do these things is to go ahead and get it wrong. And when we get the first one wrong, we can take a look at some of the examples they have here. So when it comes to 2 over 10, notice that 2 over 10 can be simplified by dividing by 2. So when you divide by 2, you get 1. And when you divide the 10 by 2, you get 5. So 1 over 5 was here. All right. How is that possible? What we're going to do is we're going to find the largest number that divides the both numerator and the denominator. So that's going to be key here. All right. Let's see if that's going to help us out here. All right. So when we look at 3 over 10, we have 1 and 3 that only go into 3. So basically 1 times 3 is the only thing that works. Now 10, we have 1, 2, 5, and 10 that all go into 10. So for an example, 1 times 10 is 10, and 2 times 5 is also 10. But because 1s are the only common value here, there is no way to simplify 3 over 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 over 10 and leave it alone. All right. Next up, we have 1 over 2. And whenever you have a value of a 1 in the numerator, it's already in simplest form because 1 divided 1 is never going to change. Now, be careful. If 1 is in the denominator, chances are it's going to become a whole number. All right. So 1 in the numerator stays the same. If 1 happens to be in the denominator, then look at going for a whole number. All right, so 1 is in the numerator, which means cannot be simplified. All right, we got ourselves another problem. So we got 5 over 10. Well, the values that go in the 5 is 1 and 5, so 1 times 5. And the values that go in the 10 are 1, 2, 5, and 10. Because 1 times 10 is 10, and 2 times 5 is also 10. But notice here that they both share a common divisor of 5, which means we can divide 5 and 10 both by 5. So 5 divided 5 equals 1, and 10 divided 5 equals 2. So did you know that 5 over 10 is the same thing as 1/2? That does make sense because 5 is literally half of 10. So 1 over 2 will be in lowest terms. All right. Next up, we got 3 over 6. Now, this looks like one of those halves again. Notice that 3 is half of 6. But why does that make sense? Because if you got 3 over 6, the only values that go into 3 are 1 and 3. And the values that go into 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. How does that work? Because 1 times 6 is 6, and 2 times 3 is also 6. Therefore, they both share the largest divisor of 3. So what happens here is we're going to take 3 over 6, divide by 3, both top and bottom, equals, now whatever you do at the top, you have to do at the bottom. They have to be the same divisor. 3 divided 3 is 1, and 6 divided 3 is 2. So therefore, it was 1/2 because literally 3 is half of 6. So 1/2 on that one. All right, we got 4 over 8. Notice that 4 is exactly half of 8. So what I'm going to do here is just literally go for 1 over 2. So again, 4 is half of 8, so 1/2. 7 over 9. This one looks kind of weird. Haven't seen that one before. So we got 7 over 9. But first of all, 7 is something called a prime number. A prime number means only 1 and itself can go in. 9, different story because we have 1, 3, and 9. Well, you're probably wondering, well, 3 times what gives you 9? Well, 3 times itself. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 1 times 9 is also 9. But notice they only share a value of 1, Therefore, it's already in simplest form because 7 divided 1 is still 7, and 9 divided 1 is still 9. So 9 over 7 will, actually 7 over 9 will remain the same. All right, we got the exact same problem again. 4 over 8, I've seen you before. And I know you're 1 over 2 because 4 is half of 8. Oh, the freebie. 4 over 12, we got to do this one. So we got 4 over 12. Let's find our values. We got 1, 2 goes in the 4, and 4 goes in the 4. And the 12, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 doesn't work. 6 does work. And last one, 12 works. Well, how does this work? 1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12. And also 3 times 4 is 12. So 12's got a lot of options here. On top, we have 1 times 4 gives us 4, but 2 times itself gives us 4 as well. So our common divisor here is 2. So we can divide top and bottom by 2. So 4 divided 2 gives us 2. And 12 divide 2 equals 6. But wait a minute. 2 over 6 is still even number over even number. And now that I look at it, our largest values were actually 4. So we made a mistake there. But we can keep going because when we divide another 2, it's going to correct that. So divide top and bottoms by 2. 2 divide 2 gives us 1. And 6 divide 2 gives us 3. There we go. 1 over 3 will be our simplest form. So we got 1 over 3. Careful, sticky fingers on that one. All right, next up we got 9 over 12. Looks like both values can be divided by 3. Let's find out if that's true. 9 can be divided by 1, 3, and 9. 12, a lot of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. All right, so we explained this earlier. So this one here, yeah, the largest dividing values are 3s. So we got 9 divide 3 on the numerator over 12 divide 3 on the denominator. 9 divide 3 gives us 3, not 9. So let's go ahead and correct that. 9 divide 3 is 3, and 12 divide 3 is 4. Yeah, and 3 over 4 is in simplest terms. So we're going to leave it as 3 over 4. 3 divide 4. How are we doing on our SMART score? We got a SMART score of 64, 10 questions later. 3 over 12 is simplest terms, so we got 3 over 12. 3, we only have 1 and 3 that work. And 12, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12 that work. You get really fast at this because 12 has been brought up many times. Both values of 3 will be our dividing factor. So we got 3 divide 3 on the numerator and 12 divide 3 on the denominator. 3 divide 3 gives us 1, and 12 divide 3 gives us 4. So 1 over 4 on this one. 1 over 4. All right, clear the board. We got 6 over 8. We know that they're even numbers, so for sure 2 should work. Let's see if there's any bigger numbers. So for 6, we only have 1. 6 divide 2 works. 6 divide 3 works. 4 doesn't. 5 doesn't. And 6 does. Dividing factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Yeah, we can only divide by 2. But that's still something that works out. So 6 divide 2 on the numerator. It's a beautiful division sign, by the way. There we go. Over 8 divide 2. So 6 divide 2 gives us 3. And 8 divide 2 gives us 4. So we got 3 over 4 is our simplest form. 3 over 4. All right, 11 over, or 10 over 11 is in simplest form already. The reason I know that is 11 is a prime number. Only 1 times 11 will give you 11. Therefore, you cannot simplify anything. Gotta love those ones. 8 and 9, also in simplest form. There are no numbers that divide into 8 from 9, because 9, remember, dividing 1 doesn't do anything, and 8 cannot divide by 3, and 8 can also be not divided by 9. So 9 over 8 is in simplest form. I'll write that one out so you can see why that works. So we got 8 over 9 equals, dividing factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. And the dividing factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. Notice that the 1s are the only thing matching here, and that's why it's already in simplest form. All right, 18 over 48 definitely can be simplified. So this one, we got quite a few factors. So 18, here we go. We got 18 over 48 equals, okay, 18 divide 1, yes. 18 divide 2, yes. 18 divide 3, yes. 18 divide 4, no. 18 divide 5, no. 6, yes. 7, 8, 9, yes on 9, because half of 18 is 9. And double 9 is 18. So those are our dividing factors of 18. And dividing factors of 48. Usually the bigger the number is, the more dividing factors there are. So here we go. 1, yes. 2, yes. 48 divided 2 is 24, so that works. 48 divide 3 works. 48 divide 4. Ooh, that's a good one. Can we do half of 48? Half of 48 is 24. Yeah, 4 does work. Let's see. 5, no. 6, yes. 7, no. 8, yes. Now, here's where we get into this. This is what helps us out. Notice that 6 times 8 is 48. Now, 4 times what gives you 48? Yeah, 4 times 12. Very good. 3 times what gives you 48? Ooh, 3. That's a good one. 3 in the 48. 3 in the 4 one time. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Bring down 8. There we go, 18. So 3 times 18 is 48. 2 times what gives you 48? 24. 24 is half of 48. And multiplying by 1 has to be 48. Woo! Look at all those factors. All right, so now we're going to figure out the largest factor. I'm looking right here. It looks like 18s are the largest factor. Both work. So that's really going to simplify it down a lot. So we got 18 over 48 divided by 18s. 18 divided 18 is 1 over 48 divided 18. Well, see, here's our cheat sheet right here. Here's 18. Half, or dividing 48 down over was 3. So 1 over 3 on this one. All right, there we go. 1 over 3. This is where it comes in handy to get it right. I don't want 13. I want 1 over 3. And what happened here? Let's see. I answered 1 over 3. 18 and 18 not work? They use 6s. So now I got to start over. See? Fun. All that work, right? All right. Let's go ahead and clear the board. We got 3 over 6. 3 is half of 6, so I'm going to go ahead and go with 1/2. There's easy recovery here. 3 and 41. The question is 41 a prime number? And it is. So 3 over 41 is already in simplest form. Prime number means that nothing times nothing besides 41 times 1 is the only number that works. So we're good there. See, look at, I'm already back to 78. Quick recovery. And I got something way easier. None of this 48 stuff. Notice that 30 and 5, they end with the 0 and 5, which means dividing by 5 is our greatest common factor. So now, for sure, I could get this one right. So I got 30 over 35. So divide 5, divide 5. 30 divided 5 gives us 6. And 35 divided 5 is 7. 6 over 7 will finally complete this IXL. See, it's really not that big of a deal to get one wrong once in a while because, look, it took me all but like a minute and a half to go ahead and catch up. And therefore, this completes this tutorial for IXL G.1. Have a great day.